Hello there guys and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be testing the most useful Minecraft mods. So basically yep, that's me, going to be showing you guys the mods that I think could help you out in your single player world. Or modded multiplayer or something like that too. But yeah, I'll be nice and start off with the mod in the thumbnail, which is called Expanded Storage. Basically, this adds a bunch of new chests that you can place in interesting positions. Positions? Is that the right word? I don't know. Anyway, to get this modded chest here, you just put a regular chest in your crafting table recipe thingy thing, and you get this one. Now, what you can do with this is place it down, place another one in front of it, and voila, you have a long chest. This is very cursed. And it also opens in the way you'd think. You can also place it on top of each other, like this. And now you have a tall chest. Look at that. Beautiful. You can unfortunately not stack 3 on top of each other, but hey, you have this. It also adds another bunch of variety chests. For example, the old chest, which is just as big as an entire block like it used to be in the 1.7 beta and below. And it works like it did. Doesn't open, doesn't make any noise, and it's the same. And it has the same storage. And of course, you can make it a double chest too. But because of the newer updates, you can also place them next to each other and above, which you couldn't do in the earlier updates. So you can literally have a full block chest wall. And it also adds a bunch of variety chests, for example, the Christmas chest and the pumpkin chest. And they can be crafted like this. So a sapling, dye, another dye, and a raspberry bush. And you get the Christmas chest. For the pumpkin chest, you just create it like this. So chest in the middle and pumpkin seeds all around. It also adds 5 other varieties of chests, which are bigger. So you have your iron chest, which is basically the same as a double chest. You have your gold chest, even bigger. Diamond chest, which has a scroll wheel. Or you can change it here in the change screen type. And you can make it, for example, like pages. Like this, which is better viewed if I have a block in here and then scroll, and I can do that, and you'll see that it's actually, you know, doing things when I scroll here. Then you have your obsidian chest and a netherite chest, and those can be crafted like this. So just iron around, gold, so gold around an iron chest, diamond, which is a glass, 2 diamonds actually, so you're actually saving a lot with the gold chest. And for the obsidian chest, obsidian around the diamond chest. And the netherite is just an obsidian chest in a smithing table, and you get your netherite chest. And if you're wondering if it's only aesthetic, no, it is not. Obsidian chest has 2 pages, netherite chest has 3 pages. And also, the obsidian chest and diamond chest are also the same. You can also have old variants of all of these chests. So if you're worried about that, well, no worries, because there are. And last but not least, the chest mutator. If you have chests like this and you don't want to break them or replace them, you can just click here, and it merges. And now the stuff you had in here, they will combine. And yeah, that's the first mod, extra storage. Let's get on to the next one. Now for the next one is basically for those who have lots of mods installed or are new to Minecraft. What this mod does is basically add every single block to the side of your screen here. You can also toggle it with Control O, like that. And you can turn it on and off. And what this does is if you click on it, you can see the recipes to anything. Didn't know how to create a grindstone? Well, now you do. It's just wood, sticks, and a stone slab. Need the recipe for a tripwire hook? Well, there you go. It's as easy as that. You can just click on anything and you can see the recipe for it. And this will be especially useful if you have loads of mods installed, so you can just click on it and see the recipes. This mod is called Roughly Enough Items or Just Enough Items if you're on Forge. I'll leave both of the links in the description. Same with the other mod. And yeah, let's move on. Now the next mod I want to show to you guys is the replay mod. This mod is only on Fabric unfortunately and not Forge. So you'll unfortunately have to deal with that. But what you can do is you can save replays of any session you enter. So when we log on to Hypixel here, I can just walk around like I would normally and, you know, look at the things. I can, you know, sprint around. I could join a game, do anything. We won't do that now. But when I've done this now, I close out of the game again and I see this at the top right. Basically just name this something, or you can just leave it like that. I'm gonna name it HP1 and then you hit done. Now go to the main menu and go to replay viewer, double click on this or click load. And when you load in, you'll be taken to a free play view of the world you were just in. So here's Hypixel, and here's me, and everyone else. Now you'll see you have 2 bars up here. This is basically the top one. This is the whole session you were in. So you can see that it lasted 14 seconds if I go to the end here, or 15 actually. And you'll also see that you have the add position keyframe and add keyframe. So the replay mod is mostly used to create cinematics of whatever you're doing. So to easily create a cinematic, just make sure you add your time keyframe first, then add position keyframe, and then you can move around a little bit. You can also hit play, or you can adjust the speed at which everything goes at, which will be super fast if I hit it at 6. I can adjust this and then hit another position keyframe, maybe move a little away even though I'm standing still, and then I can move this a little more, add another one, and I'll add a time keyframe again, which basically sets a stop and a start. And when I've done that, I can just watch what I did. So if I hit play camera path from cursor position, basically this thing, just take that to the front, and there we go, click that. And here we'll see I move super slow because that's how we set it up. And you see I'm actually following the path I just set, and it's super cool. And there's so many things you can mess around with. For example, camera tilting like this, and you can reset it. That's used by L to tilt it, and then K to reset it if you're like not happy with this all the way. And yeah, there are loads of other cool things you can do with this. Now for our next mods, we're taking a look at extra golems. Basically, this allows you to craft golems out of everything, and there are a couple things you need. So you have the extra golems guide, which is crafted with a book and a pumpkin. Then you have these golem spells, which are crafted like this, and those are used to craft a golem head. Now in the extra golems guide, you can see which blocks can be used to create golems. And it's pretty big, so I have to scroll down a far way, and it also says what they do. So for example, the TNT golem, caution, may explode randomly. And for example, the cold golem blinds creatures, and they all have really cool things like this. And slimy golem, massive knockback attack, splits in 2 when it loses health. Now I want to try a few myself, so if I make a crafting table golem here, I just make a T out of crafting tables, then place this head, and boom, I create a crafting table golem. Now I can actually do something here. So if I get some stone, I click on the golem. If I can actually click, come on, there we go, and I can actually craft using the crafting golem, and it's pretty sick. And I haven't read the book yet, but I want to try creating a furnace golem. So I've created the golem, got myself some ores, and oh my gosh, it works. And he gets some moss on him. All right, he actually looks pretty sick too. Look at him. If I go close now, can I use him to smell? Doesn't look like it. Oh man, this sucks. Let's check what he actually does. So the good thing about this book is that it's actually sorted with letters. So I just scroll to F and I find furnace. And it looks like he has fire protection and consumes fuel. So I can feed him coal here and he starts burning, and that's probably how he has fire protection. I'm taking a look at the book here, and gold golems are strong, lots of health, lots of attack damage, and just gold. That's what they do. I want to actually check this. So I've crafted myself up the gold golem. Let's spawn him in. And yo, you look fancy. Do you do anything? Doesn't look like it. What does he drop though? He makes some interesting sounds when getting hit. It sounds like a player actually. And he drops redstone and gold, and a lot of it too. But of course you did use a lot of gold to create him, so that's only logical. I know you all want to see it, so let's craft the TNT golem and see what it does. There we go. You look pretty sick as well. You have the moss on you. And let's see if you randomly explode. I've been watching him for quite a bit now, and it doesn't look like he's gonna explode anytime soon. It's pretty unfortunate, but yeah. Let's move on to the next mod. The next mod I have for you is the Mighty Architect. You may have seen me use this mod before, but I always have to include it. It's so good. This is used for building. Basically, just press G. You have a selection down here. I'm gonna select medieval. You get this blue inverted stuff. You have a block here, right click, and you can just move your mouse around like this, and you see that it has the meters, like how big it is, and when you're done, so we're gonna go with 13 by 13, right click again, and boom, you have a house. Want to see what this looks like? Press G again, hit finish, and wow, you have a house. Don't like how it looks? You can scroll to change some of its appearance. Since this is only one story, it doesn't change much. And if you press G again, you can choose a palette. And now we're going with the icy castle, and it changes completely and looks insanely nice. You can also adjust floors at the top here. So you see you have a menu, hold Alt and then just scroll, and you have lots of things you can adjust. For example, Z and X, which basically just moves the structure when you look at the sides, and you move it by using the scroll wheel, or adjust the Y value, which basically takes it up or down. And then you have floors, which basically just adds more stories. And if you don't like where it is, you can just hit G again and unload. And this mod can be used to create so many awesome things. And you can mix and match like the shapes and all that. So we have 4 cubes and a cylinder here. And when we hit finish, we can see that it actually integrates into each other. Now it doesn't always work perfectly, so you'll have to see for yourself if it fits or if it doesn't. For example, this is kind of messed up, but it does try its best. For example, this hallway here, you can see that it actually does it properly. And when you want to build it, you can just hit G again and print blocks into world. And boom! There you go. Now you have a massive, awesome looking house. And the last mod I want to show you to you guys is simple planes. Basically, this just adds a bunch of planes to the game and a helicopter. You have a plane, which is just 1-seater. You have a large plane, which is 2-seater, and a helicopter, which is also 2-seater. They can all be crafted in a plane workbench, which is crafted like this. And the planes themselves are crafted like this. You need a propeller, which is 5 iron. Then to get the plane, it is just 5 wood and a plane workbench, and the large plane is 10, and the helicopter is 2 propellers and 7 planks. You also have a few add-ons that you can have on your plane and helicopter, which is the floaty bedding and the rocket booster. They can be crafted like this, so white carpet and slime balls for the floaty bedding, and flint and steel and iron for the rocket booster. You'll also need an engine for your plane, so you can either have an electric engine or a furnace engine. And you need a bunch of things. For example, the furnace engine is crafted like this, and you need to feed it coal, and the electric engine is crafted like this, and you need a charging station. For simple sakes, we're just going to use the furnace engine. Now to do this, you just place it on your plane, and then you can add your modifications, for example the floaty bedding and the rocket booster. You see that it actually moves a little bit, and to add the engine, you just right click as well. This goes for all the planes, so the big plane as well, floaty bedding, rocket booster, and engine. And same with the helicopter. You can add the floaty bedding, rocket boosters, and the engine. To get in your plane, you just right click on it and it starts working. Now when you're in creative, you don't need to feed it fuel, but if you're in survival, you'll need to go into your controls, find where you can open the plane and click that, and then you just feed it coal like this. And to move forward, you just hold W and it'll take off by itself. Now W also tilts it upwards, so you stop holding W for a little bit and it does it itself, like it blends out. To go down, hold S. To go left, you obviously go with A, and D to go right, and you just use W to adjust yourself, or S to go down again. And it's pretty fun just flying this plane around. So let's try and, oh no, I'm going into the tree. Let's try and land in the water here. There's also the rocket boost, which makes you go faster. Alright, I've lined myself up for the little pond here. Let's try and land. It's not easy. But, oh, and we did it. You see, we're floating because we have the floaty bedding, and we're actually straight as well. This is pretty cool. And we can just take off just like this. And there you go. Now you have yourself a plane in your Minecraft world, and it's pretty awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed this video where I show you the most useful Minecraft mods that I could come up with right now. Obviously there are loads more, but yeah, these are just the ones I selected for now. If you like these kind of videos, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Yeah, thank you for watching, take care, and goodbye.